am confident to say if you have been looking for new construction in the greater Phoenix area, at some point you have stumbled across Verrado. Verrado in Buckeye is a standalone, completely out of the norm desert type of lifestyle. Like this is Mayberry in Phoenix. Let's talk about, first of all, where it's located so you can have a better understanding. And if you haven't already been sucked into Verrado admiration, you are going to at the end of this video. So we are located just about 30 miles west of downtown Phoenix. But here's what I always say. Where do you spend the majority of your time? It's probably not in downtown Phoenix. We don't have that downtown lifestyle like other major metropolitan areas. We have a lot of different downtown districts, and the one closest to Verrado is actually on the west part of the valley called Westgate. Westgate is our entertainment district. It's strategically located smack dab in the middle of the west part of Phoenix in the city of Glendale. This is a hotbed location, hotspot for any type of entertainment, activities, enjoyment, from shopping to Topgolf to Cardinals football games to, at Christmas time, outdoor ice skating to amazing bars, restaurants. There's movies in the park, there's shopping, there's outlet, there's casino. I could go on in a whole video about Westgate, but I don't do entertainment. We're talking about housing here, right? Know that if you call Verrado home, you are only going to be 20, 30, no, not even 30 minutes, 20 minutes away from Westgate. So when we say it's 30 miles west of the greater of Phoenix, anyways, again, how often are you going to be going to the airport? Just give yourself a lot of extra time. You'll be fine. Here's the thing. The city of Phoenix is just expanding and growing and growing and growing. And although we will start to see some vertical construction in some parts of the Phoenix area, we're not going to see that mass transportation that's really needed to build that core high density downtown feel. So for the foreseeable future, and I'm talking like till 2050, we're going to keep continuing to grow out and out and out. And although Verrado might seem like it's really far out there, I always have to say, far out from what? If you are looking for, gosh, like literally, I want to say twinkles, and it is the most mesmerizing little town, and it's not even a town, it's a master plan community. Now let's talk about that. When you drive through Buckeye, you're going to be like, this is it? No, 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 no. See, Verrado's in Buckeye, but Buckeye isn't just Verrado. There's a whole different type of lifestyle in the city of Buckeye, and there's a lot of other things that are going on in and around Buckeye. It's not Verrado, though. And you have to know it's very separated, especially for the people that live here. It's kind of funny. People that live in Verrado say they live in Verrado, not Buckeye. And people that live in Buckeye want no association with the people that live in Verrado. Again, a completely different lifestyle. Buckeye is traditionally known for farming towns, big rural properties, horse properties, just minding your own business and really spread out. This is what people love about Buckeye. So Verrado is a unique city, literally. Like I said, master plan community. Nowhere else in Phoenix is there anything like it. As you take the Verrado exit off of Interstate 10, you're still driving through a little bit of commercial and retail that is just starting to come. And it is in the foreseeable future now. You can actually see a lot of different restaurants. There's fast food restaurants. There's the cheeseburger, cold beer and cheeseburger. How could I forget that? And there is gas station, there's medical facilities, there's little tiny small businesses that are starting to pop up, not only here, but in Main Street, which we're going to get to. But this part is going to be exploding over the next couple of years. The Verrado marketplace is going to be going right off of Interstate 10 here. It is going to have a Target. It's going to have a lot of other big box stores, maybe a Ross, and Marshall's, Hobby Lobby. That's still yet to be named. The anchor store is Target, and there is already a Costco that's just on the south side of the road, which, by the way, I have to tell you, it's my favorite Costco because it's never busy. So if you're looking for something that like sold right off the shelves, if you drive out to this one, chances are they still have it. There's just not a lot of activity still there. As much as Buckeye is growing, it's still in its infantile stage. There's still so much to come over the next couple of decades. Now, Verrado, as you continue to drive in, like you're kind of not swayed by it as you're driving in until you are. And then all of a sudden, you see these big, beautiful spruce trees everywhere. You see shade, you see grass, you see parks, you see the cutest houses you ever did see in Arizona. Like, this is so unlike Arizona. That's all I gotta say. And I love all the different types of varieties. There's townhomes, there's single family homes with huge front yards, there's single family homes with small front yards, there's single family homes that have beautiful desert views, literally walking trail kind of like things right behind your home. There's mountain views in every direction. So there's not one, but there is two golf courses in Verrado. Right now, they're both open to the public. The Founders Golf Club will always be a public golf course. And then Victory, once they sell out their memberships, it will become private. So if you're a golfer and you want an opportunity to check it out, do it before it sells out. Victory is a totally different part of Verrado, which I don't really cover in this video, but I will just say there will be a total of 3,000 homes built in Victory, which is the 55 plus community that's way up on the hill. And just to let you know, they're at about 1,700 homes now. So they're about halfway. So if you've been thinking about getting in there, and there have been a lot of people that say, I coulda, shoulda, woulda, you definitely got to give us a call because there is so much new construction coming into Victory too that we want to tell you all about before it actually hits the books. You just got to give us a call. So let's go back into the main part is what I call a Verrado. Now, as you continue to drive in, you can pick any neighborhood you want and check out all these little neighborhoods. I love these homes. There's parks everywhere. I just love it. If you want a community that you're going to know your neighbors, whether you like it or not. You're going to love the trees. There's beautiful walking areas, whether you're on the trails, what do you call them? Not the natural trails, the community created trails throughout Verrado. There's the sidewalks. There's just big, luscious green vegetation, even in the middle of the summer, even in the fall when everything kind of turns brown. This is still a very, very green community. And here's the thing, year round, you have these mountains and they are in your backyard practically. Even if you don't have mountain view directly on the other side of your fence, you have mountain views, whether you like it or not, from your front yard, from your side yard, probably from your backyard, from afar. These are the White Tank Mountains. And the White Tank Mountains, although it is a public reserve, the trails are only for the use of the Verrado residents and their guests. So one of the nice things is they're never really crazy busy. And one of the more popular trails is the stairwell. And if you ask this girl if I've done it yet, the answer is no, because they don't allow dogs on that one trail. And I don't hike without my dog. Anyways, if we go back down to Main Street is really what the draw, and everybody when they first come to Verrado and they like to look around, they want to buy near the Main Street. They want to be super close and walkable. Well, here's the negative, if you want to call it a negative. If you think about how long it's been since they started Verrado, which I think is 2002, so we're talking about 22 years old, the homes that are closer into the Main Street, yes, they are going to be about 20 plus years old. And a lot of people just don't necessarily maintain their homes as I have found in other parts of the country. And they don't necessarily prepare their homes well. And I'm just being perfectly honest with you. If you get to the higher level, you do start to see that pride of ownership. But I have seen so many home buyers that come into town with the expectation, because they look beautiful online, that they are going to find a perfect home within walking distance or a short golf cart distance away from Main Street. And they are just completely heartbroken because They don't realize that these homes are 20 plus years old. They might need new roofs, they might need new ACs, they might need new windows, and not to mention they built homes completely different 20 years ago. So if you're thinking about resale, you got to give us a call. We have a completely different way of vetting a property before we even show it, so you know exactly what you're getting into financially and also aesthetically before you even walk in that home. There is new construction going on now, and there is so much coming in still. It's insane. People don't realize they're probably still, obviously it depends on how fast the homes sell and they can build them and everything, but it's at least 5 to maybe even 10 more years before they finish building in Verrado. The amount of areas, in fact, I have a map here. Let me see. I don't think you can get these maps online to see where the future development is going. Telling you guys, I comb the pavement for y'all. This is where the housing is currently, right? You can see what this is right here, future development, future development. And now, editor, if you please show them my drone shots of all the beautiful desert that will be, still have beautiful mountains, but it will be housing over the next, like I said, 5 to 10 years. In fact, we're going to do a real quick tour with you right now. We're going to go through David Weekley, one of my favorite builders, by the way. I love their product. I love their 2x6 construction. Their customer service is second to none. And their energy efficiency home, my clients that live in these homes just rave about their experience. So I absolutely love it. And I feel like if you're looking for a luxury home, by the way, they didn't pay me to say that, but if you're looking for a luxury home, everybody is so drawn to Toll Brothers. I feel like Toll Brothers kind of has a little bit of a about them, and they don't take as good care of their customers as David Weekley. Just saying. So let's take a look. What I was going to say is this particular community is called Verrado Highlands. It's one of their newer communities in Verrado. But here's the thing, guys. They just bought another, I think it's like 30 acres. They just bought it. So they just started the grading. To get to the new community that they are building, you are driving by the Founders Golf Course. You are driving by absolutely gorgeous multi-million-dollar luxury homes. I am talking breathtaking views, super unique styles, everything from Tuscan and Spanish to ultra modern and streamlined. And then when you get to the end of this road, that is the road that's going to be going into the new David Weekley community that will probably break ground in about a year. So the point I'm trying to make is, guys, there is still a lot to come in Verrado, whether you want resale or you want new construction. And here's the thing, as it continues to grow out further and further and further, that being close proximity to Main Street isn't going to necessarily be the only single place that people are going to want to live. So let's take a look at Verrado Highlands. They actually have 2 different series. Editor, if you'll please show them the site map. One of the things I want to show here, it's really not clear on this site map how close they are to the mountain. And it's interesting because it's only if you ask the right questions when you are with the right realtor with your first time at the builder's office that we ask, what is going behind this community between here and the mountain? And you know what they said? More houses. If you weren't with the realtor that asked that question, because most realtors don't know what questions to ask, you might buy a home on a lot thinking you're going to have a mountain right behind you the whole time. Now, here's the thing. David Weekley only builds single level homes, but they're not the builder there. Chances are great, but they're not guaranteed that the homes between this community and the mountain are going to be single level. And the mountain is so big that even if you had to look over a house, the mountain is way, way, way bigger. My point I'm also trying to make is when you buy a home, new construction, remember, you only have control over your lot. You don't have control over what goes next to you unless they're already built or even an open area, especially if a salesperson just tells you it's desert, it's probably not. And even if it's state land, where there wouldn't be any like zoning kind of things, the state has been selling a lot of land to a lot of builders lately. We've had it happen in Apache Junction, just recently in Peoria. It can happen anywhere. So You got to make sure you're working with the right realtor at new construction. Let's take a look at this. I love this particular, they have two different series here. I like it because they don't make it too crazy. They have a signature series, which is going to be their luxury. And then they also have legacy, which is, I don't know if I want to say a little bit more affordable, but they have some smaller homes. How's that? Obviously, when you break it down on a cost per square foot, a smaller home is going to be less expensive. So the first home we're going to take a look at is the Goldwater floor plan. These base prices, and again, this is the thing that I want to share with you. The base price on this home is right at $785. That means it comes with nothing. They have two specs available at the time I did this video. One finished up at $947. Yeah, went from $785 to $947. And then here's the other one, guys. Finishes up at $1.2 million. And these are without backyards. So let's take a look at the Goldwater. Let me know what you think.
All right, let's check out the Goldwater floor plan. I'm so excited. I've shown this similar floor plan at another community, and one of the neat things about David Weekley is they always change up their floor plans just a little bit, so each community is unique to those floor plans. Let's check it out. Love this courtyard. And again, we are at David Weekley Homes. One of my favorites. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, you want to talk about open space. Look at that. Wow, wow. But it's not so overwhelming. It is, and it feels comfortable as big as it is. And how big is it, Sheryl? Let's see, the Goldwater is 3253 square feet. So we walk in and we have this immediate, oh, you could use this as an office, as a reading room, as a secondary family room. You have the big open kitchen and formal dining room just open up to everyone. This is an amazing home. Whether you have a family and you want to keep everybody in connected, or you are entertaining, this will definitely keep the party going. Look at that. Look at this open kitchen. Look at that wall. This is so cool. Huh. I'm loving this. Oh my gosh. It's like a open air pantry. I don't know what you call it, but I love what they've done with it. See, that goes to show you how the designers trick you. Now, what is right behind this wall? That's the cool thing. Check this out. This is a multi-generation house for sure. Look at this other little private family room, reading room, media room. Boy, look at those windows. And the size of this room is insane. This model has real hardwood floors. I'm so glad we're starting to see these in Arizona. We have seen tile floors forever, and then we were doing the luxury vinyl. These are real wood floors. I'm gonna check this out, you guys. The real wood floors here match up there. How cool is that? What a great design feature. Of course, so large. And then look at lots, location, and views. Come at a price, and we'll talk about that momentarily, but look at that. Can you imagine waking up to that view every day? Nice closet. Plenty of room. I wonder if there's a second one. Let's see. There's more rooms down there. There is the closet there. Oh, look at this. Ginormous. Lots of room here. I'm loving this. Really loving this. Great for getting dressed. I like this little makeup area. I'm not a makeup area person, but I'm really digging this. I knew it. There had to be another closet, and this one is even better. That's for sure the his. This is the hers. Just saying. And I have a feeling this goes to, oh, look at this, the laundry room. Yup. This is a great laundry room. It's not too big, doesn't take up too much square footage, but look at this. There's an area you could fold. There's also some open shelves. There's a cabinet. This is a nice mix. I love this. The sink, super cute. Hall bath. Another bedroom. And another bedroom. So we have 3 bedrooms. 1, 2, 3 bedroom house, an office. The only thing I would say the negative of this house is that you really can't have 2 TVs going on at one time. So even though it does have some separate living spaces, because it is so open, you don't have a way to have multiple things going on that have sound. And then over here, oh wait, there's another bedroom. Okay, cool. So here's the laundry room from this way. This is normally the door to the garage. This is where you'd mudroom kind of stuff. Oh, cool. Separate living space, another full bathroom, and another bedroom. So it's 4 bedroom, plus an office, plus a flex room kind of a thing. What do you guys think? Oh, let's go check out the backyard. The patio outside, you have the dramatic windows that slide back. Very large shaded area. Of course, this is a prime lot, or should I say a premium lot. You will pay lot premiums, guys. This is where resale actually comes into play. You won't pay as much on a resale home for views as the builder charges. And the backyard's really not that big. You don't need a huge lot to make it amazing. And for those of you who are asking or thinking, what would a backyard like this cost? I'm going to say about 150, maybe 160. Don't hold me to it, but just to let you know, that's where, again, the price point, and again, where the original buyer is definitely the one that absorbs the majority of the cost. And in resale, I don't want to say you get a discount, but it just better bang for your buck. You wouldn't hate that every morning, huh? Absolutely gorgeous.
So if you didn't know, Goldwater is kind of a name here. Barry Goldwater was actually a U.S. Senator from the 50s and 60s, and he was even a nominee for president in 1964. So there's a lot of history with that name, just to let you know. And he is originally from Paradise Valley here in Arizona. So again, here in Arizona, Goldwater is kind of a thing, if you were wondering where that name came from. All right, let's take a look at the Legacy series. Now, like I said, the Legacy series has some smaller floor plans, but they're also a little bit different. What I like about this, there's 7 different floor plans to choose from. And this particular series has 2 options that come with a 4-car garage. I'll be honest with you, that is probably the biggest change I've noticed from people. 2 to think. Number 1, they want multi-generational living, and people want bigger garages over the last couple of years. Those are the most requested kind of things. People will take a bigger garage over like an extra bedroom. It's more important these days, right? But this one is called the Wonderment. You wonder where they get these names from. But the Wonderment, just to give you an idea, the base price starts at $695, a little bit more affordable, like I said. And the specs that they currently have available are coming in right now. One's at $891 and one's at $900. So you can see they're pretty similar there. And again, that's without a backyard. Let's take a look at the Wonderment and let me know what you think.
Okay, now we have the Wonderment. Now this one is a smaller floor plan. This one is $2,762. And the base price on this one is just under $700 right now. Oh, I like this already. Some people like walking into one huge main grand room like we saw in that last floor plan. This one has a little bit of a setback from the main living space. So it kind of gives you a better entry feel, at least in my opinion. We have some bedrooms right off over here. We have the garage over here and the laundry room. We'll come back and take a look at that. Let's just jump straight into the main living space. What do you guys think? It's a nice cooktop. What do you think? Some people need to have straight lines. These are straight lines, but it's an unusual shape. I like it though. I really do. Dang. Thermador all the way. When comparing prices too between builders, there's a big difference between, oh my gosh, I see a fireplace. What's inclusive and what's not. So it's not just about the base price. What? I have not seen a fireplace in forever, and I love that. Oh, I love it. Look at that. And then over there you have another sitting area. And there's a master bedroom in the back. Okay, this is super fun floor plan. What do you guys think? Love to hear your comments below. Look at that great window right up at the top. And this house, this whole part of the house, look at the way it just, wow, this is a perfect floor plan for this lot. Now, will every lot have this same view? No. Love it. Let's check out these other rooms. Master bedroom. King bed, totally plenty of room still. Look at that shower. Now me, I don't particularly care for these cabinets. I feel like they take up too much space on your countertop, but at the same time they do provide a lot more storage if that's important to you. And a couple weeks of going under contract. It is a full day appointment at the design center. This is if you're building from the dirt phase. Yay, a tub. You don't see that in every single home. This is a more moderate shower, super doable still. But it is a full day appointment at the design center, literally from like 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and they take a break for lunch, not kidding. Smaller closets, they're open. I think closed it would make it feel smaller. They're doing tile on the walls instead of the wood designs. We have a small laundry room. It's doable. Maybe room for a sink if you need one. Then right over here in the middle of the house, we have 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. These are smaller bedrooms. That is a double, so that's a double bed. So like I said, it's smaller bedrooms, but they're appropriate for guest rooms. Have this, now this you could have, again, the kids section, mother-in-law, teenager room, whatever. This is more separated than the last floor plan we saw. So I do like that. And then there's a separate room over here. This room is a lot bigger than the other ones. I actually have a client right now that this might work with for them. This one doesn't have a pool. Plenty of room to have a pool though. This is beautiful, very peaceful. This has a fire pit. This is a wood pergola, built-in barbecue, water feature, has a lot more turf. Without the pool, probably about $80,000. Just to let you know, again, when you buy resale, it's built in the price.
So a couple of the things you want to think about if you want to call Verrado home, you are going to be paying an additional well, I should say a larger HOA because you get a lot more stuff with your HOA. They have a massive clubhouse. They have a community pool. There's all kinds. There's Founders Day events. There's festivals. There's all kinds of activities and events just going on in the main part of the main street of downtown, if you want to call it, Verrado. If you are a member, or sorry, a resident of Victory, you're going to have access to the most amazing clubhouse that doesn't allow children up there. Now, you can go and enjoy a restaurant up there called the Vic that has the most beautiful views. But as a 55 in the Victory section, you get the choice of either enjoying the 55 plus community, which they also, by the way, have volleyball. I saw this, caught it on video, volleyball in the pool. But they have so much stuff in Victory. It's just insane. And you also have the choice when you have visitors or you yourself want to use the Main Street area, you have access to absolutely everything. On top of the HOA, there is a capital improvement fee when you buy into the community. Now, it's very standard on these master plan communities to have these. Most of the communities are a half of 1%, which is still just a 0.5% of the purchase price. In December of last year, 2023, they had it go, actually, no, it was December of 2022, January of 2023. We had a closing like the first week of January. They knew that there was going to be an increase. It is now 0.65%. So it's one of the highest capital improvement fees I have seen, other than like some of the luxury golf communities in Scottsdale. And it's funny, they did most of that increase, by the way. If you have ever driven through Verrado at Christmas time, you'll appreciate it. That's what the majority of the money is going to. Needless to say, it went from 0.5 to 0.65. It was going to cost my client like an extra $1,200 because we were at $1 million price point. So we moved up the closing to December 30th and we saved our clients some money. So there's lots of ways, little itty bitty things. That's why you got to work with the right realtor, guys. We're not all created equal. Next, the HOA. We talked about the capital improvement fee. So there's an additional cost when you buy into the community. There's a higher than normal HOA, and there's what they call a CFD, Community Facilities District. And what the builders do, I've brought this up on many of my videos. I don't know if the other people are bringing it up on their videos, but this CFD, this is in place. It is it's added onto the property tax. So it is going to be imposed in a third level, if you want to call it that. And so it is slightly higher. Here is what a few people are doing. There are two amazing other communities that we've sold in just outside of Verrado, but they're literally like right across the street from the border. So lower HOA, no capital improvement fee, and they still get to take advantage of almost everything that Verrado does. So if some of those costs are bothersome and you don't want to spend that money, but you want to have access to Verrado, know that there's some creative options. All right, guys, let me tell you, the schools are fantastic. They could be improved, that's for sure. Buckeye as a whole is really trying to step up their education and some of the programs that they have or don't yet have. Again, what we are seeing is Verrado really kind of taking care of its own by creating a lot of these community events and accessibility, like I said, going east and everything. But here's the thing. If you do have young children outside of Verrado, there's really not a lot of children things to do. We're talking about like indoor bouncy things and school programs. And I know like Goodyear has a lot of great things. Unfortunately, you're not in Goodyear. So you, as a non-resident, you don't get to take advantage of that. So take that into consideration if you have school-age children, to do your research, do your due diligence on the schools, and also activities. Kids get bored, and we know what happens when kids get bored. Jobs are plentiful on the West Valley. Now, it really depends on what type of industry you are in, but we will see even more employment coming to both Interstate 10 as well as 303, which is is going to be just east of Verrado. And we will start to see some of these surface streets widen and improved so that it will help eliminate some of that stress traffic buildup that we do currently see if you live in Verrado, because if you're going east in the morning, not only do you have the sun in your eye, but you have the sun in your eye on the way back home going west. And I'll be honest with you, traffic is a biatch if you have to take the 10. So try and take the surface streets if you can. All right, guys, if you are thinking of buying in the greater Phoenix area, all you got to do is give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, days, nights, or weekends. We got your back when moving to Phoenix, Arizona, and we can't wait to hear from you. Thanks.